Good day everyone, I'm Rodeline S. Del Mundo from BSED-SCIENCE 3D. Today is April 22 and this video is for my engaging activity number 1 in anatomy and physiology. So, what are the importance and application of studying anatomy and physiology? When I heard anatomy and physiology, the first thing that comes to my mind is the field of medicine. We know studying anatomy and physiology is required in this field. And this is important when you are taking nursing, doctor of medicine, therapist. But then I realized that this is also important not only for them but also for an individual like me. Generally, it provides basic knowledge about the human body. That means we are studying and talking about ourselves and familiarizing with those concepts better equip us on how to manage and take care of ourselves. It gives us knowledge of how our body grows, develops, and changes over time. It is like having an owner's manual for our health and wellness. Now, how can I relate it to myself? It gives me an idea to make better choices of what kind of food to eat, which is healthy and unhealthy, which food could take in moderation and with limits. Another is when my upper stomach aches. We will know the possible causes are indigestion, gastritis, or ulcer, and if it's in my lower right side of abdomen, where the appendix is located, it can be a blockage or infection in my appendix. And knowing the location of our internal organs and also their function would give us an idea what are the causes of the problem and also how would we treat that. Next is the application of the four basic reference systems of the body. The four basic reference systems of the body are direction, planes, cavities, and structural units. Anatomical direction is like north, south, east, and west. It can be used to describe the locations of structures of the body, while anatomical planes are used to describe specific sections or regions of the body. Some anatomical structures have anatomical terms, and these terms was used by medical professionals to clearly and accurately communicate with each other in describing the position of the body during the physical examinations or surgical procedures. The third is the cavities. The dorsal cavity and the ventral cavity are the largest body compartments. These cavities contain and protect delicate internal organs. Um, the ventral cavity allows the significant changes in the size and shape of the organs as they perform their functions. For example, the lungs, heart, stomach, and intestine, they can expand and contract without distorting other tissues or disrupting the activity of nearby organs. The last reference is the structural units. The body has level of organization that build on each other. Cell makes up the tissues, tissues make up organs, and organs make up of organ system. Our bodies have a specialized system that maintain the internal environment to provide for the needs of the cells. For example, the digestive system is responsible for taking the processing of food, while the respiratory system works with your circulatory system that is responsible for taking up oxygen and getting rid of carbon dioxide. And because of their specialization, these different systems are dependent on each other. The function of integumentary system. The integumentary system is the largest organ of the body. It includes the skin, hair, nails, glands, and nerves. And the primary function of the integumentary system is to protect the inside of the body from elements in the environment like bacteria, pollution, and UV rays from the sun. The skin and the other parts of integumentary system works with other organ system to maintain homeostasis. For example, the skin works with the immune system to defend body from pathogens by serving a physical barrier to microorganisms. Another is To control body temperature, the skin works with the cardiovascular system to either lose body heat or conserve it. Um, Other example is by synthesizing vitamin D, the skin works with the digestive system to ensure that the calcium can be absorbed. And also, to detect the certain sensations from the outside world, the nervous system depends on the nerve receptors in the skin. How the wounds heal? Usually, when you are injured, two primary layers of skin were damaged, the dermis and the epidermis. Then the underlying blood vessels are disrupted that causes the wound to bleed. There are four phases of wound healing: the hemostasis, inflammation, proliferation, and the remodeling. Hemostasis is when the wound is closed by clothing. And during the inflammation phase, damaged cells, pathogens, and bacteria are removed from the wound area to prevent infection. Next, in the proliferation phase, the wound is rebuilt with new tissue made of collagen. And last, the remodeling phase, or also called as maturation phase, is when collagen is remodeled from type 3 to type 1 and the wound would fully closes. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis is the body's ability to keep all its function within boundaries, despite of constant change. For example, the maintenance of the healthy blood pressure. The heart can sense the changes in the blood pressure, sending the signal to the brain, then send the appropriate instruction back to the heart. If blood pressure is too high, the heart should slow down, and if it is too low, the heart should speed up. And as I said, the skin and other parts of integumentary system works with organ system to maintain homeostasis. So, how does homeostasis affect the integumentary system? And what will happen if you have a homeostatic imbalance? Many diseases result from homeostatic imbalance. It is the inability of the body to restore a functional and stable internal environment. It includes heart failure and diabetes. Diabetes occurs when the control mechanism of the insulin become imbalanced, either because insulin is deficient or because cells have become resistant to insulin.